Yes students, today we will start exercise 7.2 chapter integration from NCERT book. In this exercise we will use substitution method. In first sum, the given function is 2x divided by 1 plus x square. We have to integrate this function. We will find out integration of this function. But before integrating this function, we will put one term is equals to t in this function, but we will take this term, we will select this term from the given function in such a way that derivative of this term also should be there in the statement. Suppose we are taking 1 plus x square is equal to t. 1 plus x square, derivative of 1 plus x square is 2x, and 2x is also there in the statements. That's why you will take this 1 plus x square is equal to t. We will put 1 plus x square is equal to t. We will substitute 1 plus x square is equal to t, and we are substituting one term in is equal to t. That's why this method is known as substitution method. Substitution method of integration. So in this complete exercise we will use this method. After putting this is equals to t, then the given function becomes, this can be written as, in place of 1 plus x square write down t, and now if you are taking this is equal to t, in next step differentiating both side with respect to t. If you differentiate both side with respect to t, because here if function is in terms of x, we will integrate it with respect to x. But if you are taking function in terms of t, then you will integrate also with respect to t, and for integration with respect to t, here you need dt in place of dx. So for making in place of dx dt, you will differentiate it both side with respect to t. Now 1 plus x square, derivative with respect to x is 2x, but if you are differentiating it with respect to t, then derivative will be, derivative of constant term will be 0. Derivative of x square with respect to t is 2x into dx by dt, and derivative of t with respect to t is 1, just like as derivative of x with respect to x is 1. And in this result, if you shift this dt on this side multiplied by 1, this result can be written as 2x into dx is equal to dt. So in the given statement, replace this 2x into dx by dt. Now function is 1 by t, means in t variable, and here also in place of dx you have got dt. It means we will integrate this 1 by t with respect to dt. Now derivative of log x is 1 by x, so integration of 1 by x is log x. So here also integration of 1 by t is log t plus integration constant c. Now this is not the answer, because here we are getting the value of integration in terms of t, but in the statement function is given to you in terms of x variable. That's why you will get the answer also in terms of x variable. So again replace the value of t with this result, means in place of t write down the value of t. We have taken 1 plus x square is equal to t, so in the integration in place of t, replace this t with this value, means log 1 plus x square plus c. This is the answer in terms of x. So this method is known as a substitution method of integration. In the complete exercise we will use this method. Now see question number 2. You just take care of one thing, you take the value of t very carefully, so that derivative of that value also should be in the statement. Now see question number 2. After doing practice, very easily you can identify it which you will take t. Now in second sum, log x whole square divided by x, this is the function, we have to integrate this with respect to x. Now all of you know that derivative of log x is 1 by x, and 1 by x is also here in the statements. That's why you will put log x is equal to t in this case. After putting log x is equal to t, we want to replace this dx also in terms of dt. That's why you will differentiate it both side, differentiating both side with respect to t. You will get derivative of log x with respect to t 1 by x into dx by dt. and derivative of t with respect to t is 1, and when you will shift this dt on this side, then you will get 1 by x into dx is equal to dt. Now use these two results in the statement. You will get, in place of log x, if you write down t square is also, so you will get t square. In place of 1 by x and dx, write down this dt, means very simple function. Now you have t square. So derivative of x square is, integration of x square is x cube by 3. Similarly, integration of t square with respect to t is t raised to power 3 divided by 3 plus integration constant c. Now you have value of integration in terms of t. Replace this t by this result log x. In place of t, write down log x 3 divided by 3 plus integration constant c. This is the value of integration. Now see question number 3. In third question, function is 1 by x plus x log x. Now what is t in this case? Now if you take x common from the denominator, after taking x common from the denominator, it becomes 1 by x into 1 plus log x. Now what is derivative of 1 plus log x? 1 is constant term, derivative is 0, and derivative of log x is 1 by x, and 1 by x is here. That's why it's very simple. You will put 1 plus log x is equals to t. Differentiating both side with respect to x, differentiating both side, you will get derivative of 1 plus log x is 1 by x into dx. I have written this dt on this side. Integration derivative of t with respect to t is 1. Now 1 by x into dx is equals to dt. In the statement here, in place of 1 by x into dx, write down dt. In place of 1 plus log x in the denominator, write down t. Now it becomes 1 by t. And what is integration of 1 by t? Very simple, log t. And what is the value of t? T is equals to 1 plus log x. So in place of t, already 1 log is there, and when you will write down in place of t 1 plus log x, it becomes log of 1 plus log x plus integration constant c. This is the answer. So this is question number 3. By mistake I have not mentioned number here. Now see next question, question number 4. Now in question number 4, statement is sin x into sine of cos x, integration with respect to x. Now what is derivative of cos x? Derivative of cos x is sin x. In this case you will take this sine of cos x is equals to t. If you take sine of cos x is equals to t, because derivative of cos is sine, you just take this cos x is equal to t, no need to take this sine. If you put cos x is equals to t, then differentiating both sides with respect to t, you will get derivative of cos x is minus sin x, and derivative of t with respect to t is 1, and this dt comes on this side, it becomes dt. So minus of sin x into dx is equals to dt. Now use these values in the statement. In place of this sine, it remains as it is. In place of this cos x, write down this t. In place of this sine and dx, write down minus dt, because this minus sign comes on this side, it becomes minus dt. Now this function becomes simple function, means integration of just sin t. What is integration of sin t? Minus cos t, and minus is already here, minus minus becomes cos t plus integration constant c. In the last step, in place of t, put the value of t. What is t here? In place of t, write down cos x. So it becomes cos of cos x plus integration constant c. So this is question number 4. Now see next question. Very simple, very easily you can do. Question number 5. In question number 5, function is Find the integration of sine of ax plus b into cos of ax plus b. Now see very carefully. In this function, derivative of sine is cos and derivative of cos is minus sine. It depends upon you. In this case, you can put sine ax plus b is equal to t, or you can take cos ax plus b is equal to t also. It depends upon you. Answer will be different in both cases, but both answers will be correct. And take care of one thing, derivative of any function is always unique, but integration of function is not unique. Means any function have more than one integration values, just like as this case. In this case, if you put sin x ax plus b is equal to t, you will get different answer. In place of this, if you are taking cos ax plus b is equal to t, you will get another answer. So it depends upon you. Either you can take sin ax plus b is equal to t or cos ax plus b is equal to t. I am taking sin ax plus b is equal to t. If you put sin ax plus b is equal to t, now differentiating both sides with respect to t, you will get derivative of sin is cos ax plus b into derivative of ax plus b is a, multiply it by a into dx. This is equals to dt. This is the value of dt. Now in the statement, use these two values. Integration sign remains as it is. In place of sin ax plus b, write down t, and now cos ax plus b into dx. This is equals to dt by a, and a is constant term, that's why you can take this 1 by a outside the integration and write down t here. This 1 by a remains as it is. Integration of t with respect to t, this is t square by 2 plus integration constant c. Now 2 into a, it becomes 2a. In place of t, put the value of t. T is sin ax plus b. Here write down sin ax plus b, and sin t square is here. That's why I write down sin square ax plus b plus integration constant c. So this is question number 5. Now see next, 6th question. In question number 6, root ax plus b. Statement is root ax plus b. In this case, no need to put anything, direct you can simplify it. It's very simple. Root ax plus b, it can be written as ax plus b whole raised to power half, and when you will simplify it, ax plus b whole raised to power half, increase its power by 1, it becomes 3 by 2, divided by its total power. But one more step you will do in this case. Now derivative of ax plus b is a. In place of multiplying it by a, in case of integration, you will divide it by a and plus integration constant c. So this is the answer in question number 6. Otherwise you can take in this sum also ax plus b is equals to t. By substitution method also you can simplify it. In both cases you will get the same answer. Now see in question number 7. In question number 7, statement is x into root x plus 2. Integrate this function with respect to x. Now you cannot multiply this x inside the root x plus 2. In this case, you will take x plus 2 is equals to t. Differentiating both sides with respect to t, you will get derivative of x is 1, derivative of constant term 2 is 0, means this is dx is equals to dt. Now if x plus 2 is equal to t, then what is the value of x? This plus 2 comes on this side, it becomes minus 2. This implies x is equal to t minus 2. Now in this statement, in place of x, write down this value t minus 2. In place of x plus 2, write down t, means it becomes root t. In place of dx, write down dt, it becomes like this. Now you can multiply root t inside. If you multiply root t by t, it becomes t raised to power 3 by 2. And if you multiply root t by 2, it becomes 2 root t, means 2 into t raised to power half. Now very easily you can integrate these two terms, and in place of t, in the last step, put the value of t, means x plus 2. Now see question number 8. In question number 8, statement is x into root 1 plus x square. In this case, you will put 1 plus 2x square is equals to t. Differentiating both side, you will get 4x into dx is equals to dt. Now x is here, dx is here. Shift this 4 on this side, means in place of 1 plus 2x square you will write down t, it becomes root t. In place of x into dx you will use this value, it becomes dt by 4. 4 is constant term, so you can take this common outside. Now very easily you can integrate it. You will complete it yourself. Now see question number 9. In this video I will explain only up to 10th question. Remaining sums you will try. In question number 9, 4x plus 2, this is linear equation, and inside the root 1 quadratic equation x square plus x plus 1 is given to you. In this sum also you will take this quadratic equation as t. Differentiating both side you will get 2x plus 1 into dx is equals to dt. But here 4x plus 2 is written. You can take 2 common. After taking 2 common it becomes 2x plus 1. This 2 is constant term, you can take it common. In place of x square plus x plus 1 write down t. In place of 2x plus 1 into dx write down dt. Now very easily you can integrate it. Now 10th sum of this exercise. In this video I will explain first 10 questions. Now this is last question of this video. 1 by root x minus root x. Integrate this function. In this function firstly you will take root x common from the denominator. After taking root x common it becomes like this. Now you will put root x minus 1 is equals to t. Differentiating both side, derivative of root x is 1 by 2 root x into dx, this is equals to dt. You can shift this 2 on this side. Now in place of root x minus 1 write down t. In place of 1 by root x into dx write down 2 into dt. 2 is constant term, you can take common. Now this is the function, very easily you can integrate it. Integration is log t, and in the last step in place of t write down root x minus 1. So that's all. This is the video up to question number 10.